felt that overpowering fast food craving? The kind where your brain won't let go until your taste buds are satisfied? Yep, we've all been there. But today, we're not just giving in to the craving, we're heading straight to the source. Welcome to Process Revealed, where we uncover the amazing inner workings of the world's biggest industries. And today, we're diving deep into the food factory lines behind the global giant. McDonald's. Buckle up. You're about to see how your favorite burgers, sauces, fries, and drinks come together, all with mind blowing precision. Let's begin. 1. The bun begins the journey. Everything starts with something soft and round, the bun. Inside a dedicated baking facility, thousands of buns are produced every single hour. First, we've got industrial dough mixers working overtime. They combine water, flour, sugar, yeast, and a few other secret ingredients into a rich, pliable dough. Once mixed, the dough is proofed, not once, but twice. Why? Because this step helps the yeast do its magic, making the dough lighter and easier to handle. Next, the dough is divided and rolled into neat little balls by automated rollers. They're dusted with flour so they don't stick to the molds. These balls go through a second rise, then receive their iconic sesame seed crown before baking. The ovens here are massive, multi-rack tunnels with perfectly controlled temperatures. The result? Buns that are uniformly golden, soft inside, and slightly glossy on the outside. And yes, every batch is scanned and quality checked before heading to packaging. 2. The meat, grinding to greatness. Alright carnivores, this is the part you've been waiting for. The meat used in McDonald's patties comes from trusted suppliers who raise cattle under regulated, welfare-compliant standards. Once delivered, the meat undergoes several rounds of grinding, breaking it down to a fine texture. The reason? A smoother grind gives a juicier bite and helps the patty hold its shape. Then comes the seasoning step. Salt, pepper, and a proprietary blend of spices are mixed into the meat. This seasoned mixture is shaped into round patties using hydraulic presses and carefully chilled, locking in freshness and keeping the patties firm for transport. Each patty is then flash frozen and stacked in protective packaging until it's shipped to restaurants around the world. The goal? A consistent taste no matter where you bite into a Big Mac. 3. Pickles, tangy, and timed to perfection. What's a burger without that tangy, vinegary crunch? McDonald's pickles go through a surprisingly scientific process. First, cucumbers are harvested and transported to the pickling facility within hours to ensure they stay crisp. They're washed thoroughly, multiple times, using pressure water jets. Then, they're sliced into perfect discs and dunked into a custom salt-heavy brine made of water, vinegar, salt, and spices. This solution not only gives them their signatures of flavor, it also preserves them, extending shelf life while maintaining crunch. After marinating for days, the pickles are inspected, tested, and vacuum sealed for distribution. McDonald's pickles are deliberately sliced thin, just thick enough for crunch, thin enough not to overpower the other ingredients. 4. Ketchup, the sauce that seals the deal. We've arrived at the soul of every burger, the ketchup. The process starts with tomatoes, lots of them. They're washed in massive water tanks, sorted for size and ripeness, and steamed to loosen the skins. Then they're peeled, crushed, and turned into a smooth paste using high-pressure grinders. At this stage, the tomato paste is vacuum treated to remove air pockets and increase shelf life. Next comes the blending phase. Sugar, vinegar, salt, and a blend of spices are added to the paste. The whole mix is churned into a thick, flavorful sauce. Finally, it's bottled in those iconic, squeezable containers. Robots cap and label each one in seconds. Each bottle passes through quality control before being boxed and shipped out. 5. Lettuce. Clean, crisp, and crunchy. Now let's talk greens. McDonald's lettuce is harvested early in the morning and processed the same day. After arriving at the factory, it's chopped, triple washed, and spun dry using high-speed centrifugal dryers. This drying step is critical. Too much moisture, and the lettuce gets soggy. Too little, and it wilts. Once chopped and dried, the lettuce is packed into cold storage to keep it fresh until it's time to build your burger. Not only does lettuce add texture, but it also creates a moisture barrier between the bun and patty, keeping everything neat. 6. Fries, sliced to perfection. We've reached the fan favorite, French fries. Potatoes are peeled, washed, and blasted through high-pressure water jets that slice them into uniform strips in milliseconds. They're briefly blanched to soften the inside, then air-dried, and finally pre-fried for just a few seconds. This pre-cooking gives them that irresistible outer crispiness. Once cooled, they're flash-frozen and packed in large, insulated bags, ready to be fried fresh at restaurants. A sprinkle of salt at the end is all it takes to make them absolutely addictive. 7. Sprite bottling, the refreshing final. Now, how about something to wash all that down? Sprite, one of McDonald's go-to drinks, is bottled at a dedicated soda plant where water filtration is step 1. Ultra-pure water is carbonated and mixed with Sprite's signature lemon-lime syrup. Bottles are cleaned with high-pressure steam before being filled, capped, and labeled by rotary machines that process thousands of units per hour. Each bottle is checked for weight, seal tightness, and label alignment. The final batches are packed, sealed, and shipped worldwide. No spills, no air bubbles, just refreshing fizz. 8. Final assembly, burger in the making. Now that all the parts are ready, bun, patty, pickles, lettuce, ketchup, mustard, it's time to assemble. At the restaurant, staff use a precise stacking order. 1. Bottom bun. 2. Ketchup and mustard. 3. Pickles. 4. Patty. 5. Lettuce. 6. Top bun. In high-traffic locations, automation supports prep stations to speed things up. Each burger is boxed within seconds and handed off at the counter or drive-thru, fresh, warm, and made to standard. From farms and factories to fast food counters, what seemed like a simple burger is actually the result of a global choreography of precision, science, and speed. So next time you bite into that familiar flavor, remember the unseen process that made it all possible. If this journey through the factory floors fascinated you, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell icon, and let us know in the comments what process you'd like us to reveal next. This is Process Revealed, and we'll see you in the next one.